But
Rob G, what is the story that came out about boxing?
aren't you so excited, Rob?
No. That they basically have said they're doing the P.T. Barnum, that a sucker's born every minute. And they seen that Jake Paul is making money. And Rob G, what are they pitching now for the saps and the belly and the sap sucker?
I feel like you're giving away the tease, Rob.
Sorry
but it's
about
okay. So as you guys know, this Friday, Manny Pacquiao at age 46 will be coming out of retirement for a title match, which is crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's the
46
part.
years old.
How is it a title match?
It's built different, I guess. 46 years old, coming out this weekend. He's going to fight Mario Barrios, WBC welterweight championship on the line. We were supposed to actually be in Vegas for that fight, but for a myriad of reasons, none of us could make it. And as a result, Jonas Knox, former Odd Couple side piece, will be going in our stead. Shout out to Jonas.
Oh, is he really?
He is going. But with this fight coming up on Saturday, there are some heavy implications. Not only could we see a 46-year-old champion, but according to longtime boxing insider Lance Pugmire, according to reports, according to a source close to the situation, if Manny wins his fight this Saturday and gets the new, or becomes the new WBC welterweight champion, there are, quote, conversations already happening that if Manny wins, a rematch between Pacquiao and Floyd Money Mayweather would be on the table that they believe could be worth billions of dollars. I disagree with that part, but it is on the table. Floyd, Manny.
Stop it. Can we stop? Go ahead.
First of all, you took it. I'm assuming you accidentally meant millions, not billions, because ain't no way. All right, here's what's happening
Ain't no
right
billions for no old guy. What?
No.
Stop it.
Here's what we're dealing with right now, Rob. Floyd Mayweather perfected the last, 7, 8, 10 years of his career. He fought who he wanted to fight, when he wanted to fight. I'll fight him early. I'll fight him late. I fought Manny Pacquiao too late. I fought Canelo too early, meaning he didn't fight him when he became a better boxer. He caught him when he was 20, and he became very good. He was his own promoter. It was the money team. And so he got very rich, very famous, and very successful in that regard.
But in doing so, he ruined boxing.
And without a doubt. So he ruined it, became very gimmicky. And as we know in most things, it's a copycat league. So everyone started to say, ooh, I want to do it how Floyd did it. I want to do it like that. And Canelo's been doing that to an extent. Fighting, get the big, huge money with the zone, do it how you want to do it, and control your destiny, not fight real fighters, not fight everybody. We don't ever get the fights we want for the most part. Thankfully, we're getting this one with Canelo and Bud coming up in September. But my point is, then when Floyd retired, because remember, he always wanted to be 50-0, he fights Conor McGregor, who was an MMA fighter, and in this gimmicky fight, then he fights somebody in Japan, and he started to do the whole, I'll go over here and fight somebody, make $100, $200 million, whatever it'll be, for this gimmicky fight. It's not a real fight. And I'll make a bunch of money. As you mentioned, suckers will buy it, and I'll get paid, and I'll not get hurt, not get injured, and move on to the next one. And I think he started this, and then Jake Paul and Logan Paul said, we'll finish this. And now they're doing this routinely, getting ex-boxers, getting MMA fighters, getting basketball players and Nate Robinson, getting whomever, and they've perfected this marketing scheme and getting all their YouTube followers and TikTok followers to watch and to buy in and making a boatload of money and embarrassing some legends in some cases like Mike Tyson along in the process. And I think this is what we're watching. What Floyd started, he ruined boxing in the end, started the gimmicky stuff. They took the mantle like a race, a baton, and said, thanks, we'll take it from here. And now here we are, where this is kind of what boxing has become, where we're going to see two old dudes who well past their prime. Manny Pacquiao hasn't even fought in 4 years, and he lost the last time he fought. Mind you, he has to win this fight to this even really be considered a thing. And now it's just become just a joke of a sport, and it's really disappointing because boxing used to be great. Floyd is 48, ain't fought nobody real in I don't know how long, and again, Manny's 46. Yet, people probably going to tune in, people probably going to watch, they'll pay a boatload of money, and they'll probably run it back in 2028.
No, and you know what? You deserve to get all the bad boxing and the joke of a performance because you keep doing the same thing. The only reason they're getting away with it is because people have nothing better to do in their lives. I tried to warn everybody about the Mike Tyson. Did I not?
Yeah.
I told you this is not a. Look at him boxing on TikTok and Instagram. Man, he looked great. You see what his combination. Manny looks great. People bet money. You remember that?
Yeah.
More people bet money on a almost 60-year-old Mike Tyson than a 30-year-old. Like, seriously, that's when you've been bamboozled. You're not only like, I'm an Iron Mike fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm now
Put
betting my
money
money on a 60-year-old. Are you kidding me? Dude, guys, hello, is this on?
It's on.
Don't do this. You have to say no. You need help. Go to boxing rehab. Stop it. You can't keep doing this. It's you're to blame. Not Jake Paul. You're to blame. You're the enabler. You keep pouring your hard-earned money into garbage. In Detroit, I'm going to drop this for you. You might as well take the money, go up to the top of the Penobscot building, and toss it off. It's the same exact thing as paying money to see Jake Paul. And now these other boxers, are you kidding? They're like, this guy's cashing in. He's not even a real boxer. He's a YouTuber. He's a YouTuber. Yes. And they're like, I'm a real boxer. I want to make that kind of money. Let me put on these old fights. Old Timers Day. 46 years old, 60 years old. All they care is if the check's going to clear. Come on, guys. Stop it. Stop paying attention to them. Stop liking this stuff. Stop looking at it. And definitely do not buy it. When your friend calls you and says, hey, you want to come over to watch the fight? I'm getting it. No, I'm not coming. No, I'm going bowling. No, I'm going to a Pottery Barn class. No. Seriously. You got to stop it. You're to blame. All the boxing fans who are enablers to Jake Paul. He's laughing at you going to the bank.
And
really?
Here's the worst part about it, too. I think Floyd and Manny will come to an agreement that we ain't really going to fight. Like, this isn't old-timers who have some bad blood who are, like, literally about to lay it all blood, sweat, and tears. Somebody might not walk out the ring.
It's a gimmick.
That's what I'm saying. This is a gimmick. If this were, like, some bad blood, they truly hate it, this is the third or fourth fight, and they're really going at it, you'd be like, all right, man, these dudes legitimately hate each other. This is not that. They don't hate each other. They haven't boxed in years, and they're going to go in there
and they're not going to hurt each
60%.
other.
They're not going to hurt each other. They'll throw a couple of nice ones, and they'll both laugh their way to the bank. I made $120. You made 80. Look at us make a bunch of money. We know Manny's money's been tight. Floyd always loves a good payday, and that's exactly what this is going to be. They're going to make a bunch of money. And my thing is, Rob, I heard your soliloquy. I don't think people, if they price it right, I think people are going to. They're going to say, why not?
Shame on
It's
them.
only $49.99.
No.
Or, it's already on Netflix, or it's
Shame
already
on them.
on Hulu. I already pay for Hulu.
Yeah, but
and
you got to
Netflix.
stop watching it in order for it to go away. And I get
And
that.
I'm with you.
People are
We
bored.
both
They have
have said
nothing
it.
else to go to or nothing to do. I'm already home. My buddies are coming over. They're going to have beers or they got whatever. It's just a night of hanging out with friends. I get it. I get that.
That's going to be
that's
the
how
problem.
they get you.
And that is why this is going to work. Rob G said, whoever that was, Rob G, you were talking about, took it too far with the billions, with the B. That was carried away. But they're going to make a bunch of money because Manny's going to have this fight. And
Rob
if Manny
G, you
looks
watching
halfway
this?
competent and decent.
Hell yeah, I'm watching it.
I know.
He's one of the reasons why.
Because I love old people doing stuff,
You
Rob
do
Parker.
love old people doing stuff. That actually is true.
So that's part of it. And number two, I mean, I've sat through the Jake Paul fiascos.
And you still keep going back for more.
I don't pay for it because I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy, but I'll watch it.
Where does he live so I can alert the authorities?
Yeah.
I'll rat him out.
He lives somewhere in Culver City, California. He's currently living in a 2-bedroom apartment, but I heard he's downsizing.
If you say one
to
more
a
thing, that
studio.
sounded more and more like you, Rob.
I know.
That sounded more and more like you.
His car is actually parked out front next to mine.
Oh, the Bentley?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but like, unless boxing continues down this path, which thankfully they have the last 6 months or so, where they've kind of made a concerted effort to give you the fights that you want.
Mm-hmm.
That Turkey from overseas is really
Yeah, they're not playing over
investing
there.
big money into getting these guys to fight each
Saudi
other.
Arabian Prince, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as that keeps happening, then we won't need it. The problem is that history says boxing's going to boxing at some point. These promoters are going to get too greedy and they're going to do what they've always done. And I'm not going to let my guy go into the ring with this guy because
he's
he
gonna
might take
fight
him
some
off.
tomato cans.
And it's going to get to that point where people are uninterested, and just the nostalgia factor of, man, Floyd Manny again, and there's people to this day believe that Manny was hurt and he would have won that fight if his shoulder wasn't jacked up, and they'll shell out $70 to watch that fight.
Here's the key part. How Manny looks this Saturday. If he looks overweight, looks, washed, and if he looks halfway decent, hand speed all right, in decent shape,
Oh, God.
I'm with you, Rob, but I think people are going to go, especially because he's only 46. Mike Tyson's almost 60 and people are all in. If Manny, who's only 46, looks like he can still throw a little bit, my biggest thing is not Manny, because I know Manny. I think Manny needs some money, I think. My thing is Floyd. If this were Manny and who else? Give me another good example, Rob. I don't know. Somebody both who needs some money. You know what I mean?
Roy Jones Jr.
Roy Jones Jr. or something. Well, dang, then you went to Roy. You might have went too far. My point is, I think Floyd is the problem because I think Floyd ain't trying to get hurt because he hardly ever got hurt in real fights. And I think Floyd ain't trying to, he ain't going to put his real record on the line. We know how important the 50-0 perfect record was. And I think Floyd is now in the entertainment industry. So I just think he's the one. I think that's the problem for me is just Floyd, even in real boxing, was strategic and you know what I mean, and not fixing things, but planning things perfectly in his favor. So I just don't see why this would be competitive where he actually could have a chance to get knocked out. Floyd ain't doing that at this point. He's worth $500 million.
100%.